Hey YouTube, it's me again. I'm still on this fire making kick. Uh, just going to show you a little more of what I got here and what I use. Some things here. I've got Estwing hatchet, leather handle. I carry that in my mini truck. Got an Estwing camp axe, which does really well. In my lighter stuff that I carry, like in a bag or whatnot, carry this M48 Tomahawk. It's got the spike on the end and got a sharp blade up front. Does really well. Then I've got my Gerber Prodigy knife here. I really like this knife. Tonto blade. The sheath is good. It fits a MOLLE attachment system or a belt loop. Clicks in good to the end of the sheath. Let me get it out here and show you what it's all about. Clicks in, like I said, Tonto blade. It's really sharp. Got a serration here. Tack hide handle. Really feels good in your hand. Got a pommel on the end for breaking windshields or cracking skulls, whatever your fancy is, and I just added a little piece of paracord to it. But I'll actually split some wood with this too, smaller pieces, and that's what I'm going to show you here. To get everything, what I've done is I've taken some ash. Had an ash tree fall here a while back, and got some logs here, and I've sort of split it up into bigger pieces, and then I've processed some of it down too. Just depends on what you're doing. Your camp axe would be good, you know, for the bigger pieces if they'll split. Try never to use on these. You can see the back of it here. Don't use a steel on the back. You know, that's hard stuff right there, and if a chip should come off there, it could potentially put your eye out. And I've heard of people splitting with wedges and stuff like that, where it mushrooms out on the edge, you know, pieces coming off and actually killing people. You know, get shot through the heart or lung or something like that, and you're a goner. So you know, some of that, you know, people use that all the time, but I'm the kind of guy, I'm not going to do that. What I'll do is I'll actually take a piece of wood and you know, not on this big axe like this, but some of these smaller pieces, you know, you're not going to get anything coming off there killing you that way. But I've taken and gotten some wood processed up here. Just showing you, I'm going to show you some of my smaller stuff, my smaller operation. Whenever I'm backpacking or whatever, and just need to start a little fire. So let's set this up here. Hopefully it's all in frame. But yeah, what I'll do is on a smaller note, you know, I can take this camp axe right here and or this hatchet, I'm sorry, get it started into a piece of wood like that, and use another piece of wood for a baton, split her right on down. Then, you know, if I want to make shorter work of that, you know, I can actually set this up and use this tomahawk right here, put the right in two into smaller pieces. And if I didn't want to use that tomahawk, I could actually, and I've done this before, with a piece of wood, to use this Gerber, actually start it on and use a baton on the top of it and split wood like that to get little bitty pieces if I want them. You notice I'm wearing gloves. I always wear gloves when I do stuff like this. You never know. It just helps protect your hands too and whatnot. But yeah, there you go. There's little pieces. I want to do another little fire starting video here too. It's sort of windy out here today, but I've got some tinder here. Let me move my stuff out of the way. Get a board up there. And what I do is in my everyday carry bag, I carry a little bag. I just throw it in the truck. That way I've got the stuff if I need it. And it's got the flashlight and multi-tool and knife and band-aids and you name it, it's in there. But I always carry my cotton balls soaked in petroleum jelly. Right here, I've just got it in my dog's on some medication. They give these neat pill bottles out, and I just saved an extra, or saved the last one I had, and I think I've got 12 cotton balls in there soaked in petroleum jelly. So you just basically pull that cotton ball out and close this thing back up and get your little tinder ball here, and all you have to do is just sort of pull this thing apart where it's sort of fuzzy, and it's got some petroleum jelly on it, and just stick it down in your tinder ball, down in your nest. Let me get the camera a little closer here so you can see what's going on. Point it right down at that. Hopefully it focuses in all right. But yeah, there it is. And just take my magnesium fire stick and my metal striker, and this thing will just, I don't know how many strikes it'll take, but it'll be on fire here in just a second. Look at that, one strike and it takes off, and it will burn for like 5 minutes. It's just unreal what it'll do. So yeah, there's a little fire going there, and you know, I could add more tinder to it and my smaller pieces, and it'll take off and burn like crazy. I don't know how many fires I've started like this. I've got a video that I made earlier this year of my trip out west. I only started one fire out there, and that was just outside of Dinosaur, Colorado, and yeah, it was really dry out there and whatnot, and I used some juniper and whatnot, and a cotton ball like that, it just took off, and I had a little fire that night. I haven't posted that video. I will whenever I get to the point in that trip. I haven't posted any videos like that lately, but of my trip, I think the last place I did was San Francisco, but I need to get on the stick and add more pictures to my Facebook page and YouTube videos of what I did out there, and I'll eventually get to it. I've just been preoccupied with other stuff. So there you go, that cotton ball, you can see it's still going. Those things, I've taken them and extinguished them, and then turned around and lit them up again, even when they were wet with water. You know, pour some water on it and fuzz it out a little bit, and that sucker will take right off and burn again. So wet weather stuff, that's the thing to carry right there. It's never failed me yet. So there's your there's another fire making video. And just to show you some of the tools I use, split wood and get prepared to make a fire. So there you go. Thanks for watching.